Hi everyone, Lisa here with What's Crafting Wednesday. I hope everyone had a great week and a crafty week since last Wednesday. Today we will be using the Banner Year stamp set again. But first I'd like to do the drawing from the comments for last week's cards. And I had 6 comments. And rip up my tickets here and drop them in my trusty little gold bag. Okay, who do we have this week? Okay, and this week we have Regina. Congratulations, Regina. I will get these off in the mail to you. Okay, everyone, like I said, we'll be using the Banner Year stamp set again this week. Not the bundle, though. We won't be using the punch. We will be making a quick and easy fall card. I don't know, I just love this happy fall, y'all. So let's get started. I used crushed curry and early espresso and this super soft early espresso ribbon. It is called, does it have a name? Faux suede trim, and it does feel like suede. Okay, so crushed curry, cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then for the front of the card, I have early espresso cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I have Whisper White, which is my smaller piece here. Whisper White cut at 5 by 3 3/4. And this here is the piece that we'll be stamping on. I have the Plaid Tidings DSP. Who doesn't like plaid? I especially like plaid for Christmas. But this package of DSP has patterns and colors in it that you can use for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So my trusty Tombow, I will just glue this DSP onto the bottom. And there it flies away from me. And I have cut my ribbon, and I will just put a little bit of tear and tape on the back to catch the ends of it. And if you hear any noise in the background, that's Harry, he's playing. Maybe he'll bark again and make himself known to everyone. Okay, so I just put the ribbon just along what I call the seam where the DSP is and the Whisper White meet. And then just wrap it around the back so it catches to the little bit of tear and tape that I put back there, which I happen to put down too low here. Okay. That's good enough for now. And I had some linen thread, but first we'll do the stamping. Now, though I'm using early espresso cardstock and the ribbon, I did stamp this card here in soft suede, but I think today I will stamp it in early espresso. I put the ribbon on first just so that I could judge for stamping the sentiment. Okay. And then I took some linen thread and just wrapped it around from the back. And if I can tie this on camera. If I can get that underneath there. Not bad, Lisa. It's usually hard enough to tie this with no one watching. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll fix that before we attach it. And then I just took the little leaf stamp and crushed curry ink and just randomly stamped the leaves in different directions. Oops, and there I missed a little. Can I see that to get it on there? I impressed myself today. And what I did to hold the ribbon down here, I put a couple of blue dots behind it. Because the ribbon was wasn't quite wide enough to run the tear and tape under it, which I frequently do to secure the ribbon. There. That excess. So what do you usually use to secure your ribbon on the cards? Tear and tape is my usual go-to for everything. There. And let's get rid of this little piece here. And then I also put a glue dot behind the linen thread bow to keep that in place. What would we do without glue dots? Okay. And then assembling the card is easy. I also like to put tear and tape behind to hold the ribbon as well. And then I'm going to use Tombow just because it's quick. And it does adhere quite well. I never used to like to use it in card making, but I find myself using it more and more now. And just put that on the early espresso. And then onto the card front. Okay, and now for the inside of the card, very simple. I just added a strip of 3/4 inch DSP along the bottom of the Whisper White. And let's move that down a little bit, get it lined up. And I stamped one leaf up in the corner, just a little falling leaf. And then adhere that onto the inside of the card. And I did one leaf on the front of the envelope. Now I'll tell you a little secret. First we'll snip my little tails on here. So I'll tell you a little secret. I don't know if you've noticed, I had that little ink spot there when I just did this card. Well, I also had a little ink spot here when I made the sample, so I used the Artistry Blooms Sequins. So since I got a little ink spot again, I had ready, just in case, some Playing with Patterns resin dots. So I think we'll use these today on this one. There. And use a little large one. Put there, and we'll use, well, I should probably, we'll use another small. I like the small ones. Okay, so who uses embellishments when they get a little ink spot? I think we all do. Creative opportunities, right? So here is the card. Here's my original sample with the sequins. And then the one from now with the resin dots. I think I like it with the dots better. So in your comments today, why don't you tell me which one you prefer? The original one I made with the sequins or the one today with the resin dots? Also, let me know what you do when you have a little oops with your ink when you're stamping. Well, thank you for joining me this week. It's always a pleasure when you tune in and watch me stamp, and I enjoy your comments. So please leave your comments, and I will be back next week. Don't know what I'll be doing yet next week. I thought maybe some type of a treat holder, but we'll see. Whatever it is, I hope you will like it. So thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, and I hope it's a crafty one.